Blue sign looks good.
There
How's
we
it
go.
now, Nova Mist? Perfect.
All right, so my conceit for this character is Darcy Lewis from the Marvel Cinematic Universe
Awesome.
gets plunked into Palia, which in my head is a parallel universe.
Yes.
So I still have no memory of my past. I know my name and I know I don't quite belong here.
I love how you incorporated like the new fence and the braziers. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's one hell of a
It's not
fence. Oh my gosh.
It's not done yet, but oh my god, the flow cost is just, it'll get done when I get enough flow.
People are nodding their head. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go. I'm following you.
Okay. So I built small on purpose because I really love the natural look. So I built small across several areas so I could keep more of the ambiance.
I like
my little crafting area.
Yeah, I like the double fence. I haven't seen anybody do double fence, especially with the lights in between, but that's really cool.
Frankly, I stole it from somebody, but
I mean, I didn't think you stole it.
I don't remember who at this. Well,
you're
I took
inspired by.
inspiration.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's my garden. So the name of the plot is Starden, which is sort of starry and garden.
Awesome.
I wanted a garden that was lit and looked comfy and I could come hang out on.
Very lush. I like how you incorporated like the flower pots and everything in between, and it's just a very zen garden for sure.
I lucked out and got multiple umbrellas, so I was able to make sure we had good shade to hang out with all day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And even though it's not exactly hidden, I put all of my machines sort of hidden in the back here. So they're here, they're handy, but they're not the first thing you see when you look at the garden.
That's good. That's a nice little touch, you know? It's those little attentions to detail that really make or break a house for sure. All right,
and
we'll
then
do this in your order.
Plunked well, I'm just going to run around and show you the rest of the garden.
Yeah, of course.
3 plots and move them across because they fit so nicely here.
They do,
just
don't
so that
they?
I could have trees fitting, framing the window. If you do that.
Oh, nice. That's a good touch.
If you do that, though, you have to put the trees across 2 different plots, which means that if you move your house very, very slightly, you have to wait till everything dies to move the soil to match it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I learned that one the hard way. So we can go ahead and go inside the house if you want.
Yep. Yeah, we got lots of really good feedback in chat, and we'll catch up on that in just a minute.
Yeah, that well has been moved like 8 times. I can't quite decide where I want it, so.
Hey, this is your time though. So, I mean, if you want feedback from chat, this will be the time. But not everybody wants people's opinions. We also are using this time to showcase your stuff, and here we go. Yeah,
so this is my one concession to holiday decor on this plot is I put in a tote rack, but
nice. Take off your coats before you come.
Take off your shoes.
Yeah.
We'll pretend you took off your shoes. Don't put shoes in my house.
I love that you mixed the draperies, those colors.
Thank you.
That is so fancy. Every time I see one of these eggs, it's like, yeah, that's a flex.
Yeah, I don't like the not crazy about the bellflower curtains. I think they look kind of puny.
But
by layering them, they look better.
The fans that you did over here, that's so creative. That's so cool.
I'm actually kind of proud of that.
You should be. That's really cool.
I could flip that, and I think the Dragon Tide looks really pretty in the classic colorway.
Yeah. Little shades. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the egg is from the Temple of the Gales, if I recall.
Right. Yeah, I'm lucky enough not to have had that last thing bugged for me. I know there are still people in my guild, even in my community, even that are right there, but they can't turn it in because they're bugged. So
Yeah. Welcome in, Frank and Muff. Welcome back, anyways. Amazing. Anne said a little bit earlier with the hoe thing, you can remove crops.
yeah, that was I played that game before they added that.
Yeah.
I played the soil game before they added that ability. Would have been so nice.
Yeah, that would have been so nice. I'm
Yeah,
waiting for
so
people to get back from an ad break before we start doing more stuff.
Sure. I started playing the first day of closed beta. One of my WoW friends suckered us all into playing. He, of course, played for about a week and stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how he got me playing Ark and Star Wars The Old Republic.
Oh, we love SWTOR. Ellie and I, we love some SWTOR for sure.
Yeah. When I stopped playing, I had every Chronicon in the game. That was my big flex there. I'd done all the jumping puzzles, but
Sweet. Sweet.
so I started playing day one of closed beta. I made all of the mistakes I think that new players make, and just about the time I had my whole plot the way I wanted it, I somehow popped into my head to have this character Darcy Lewis, and I re-rolled. So this is my re-roll. I've learned from some mistakes.
That's awesome. Welcome back, everybody, from the break. So if I catch
pantry.
Yeah, I love that pantry. I love the kitchen. It's very nice and clean. Yeah, when I detect that we're on an ad, I'll make sure to pause, that way y'all aren't missing anything. But yeah, this is really cool. I like how people have been using pantries.
Yeah, the industrial shells fit so beautifully in a hallway.
Awesome. They really do.
That's no clipping or tricks in here, they just fit that nicely. So
They do. Yeah. This is really well organized. Really well organized kitchen.
I'm that way in my real life. Like, my kitchen has to be clean and uncluttered. So
I've been mentioning it, and I will get to it. You know, I have like 2 weeks off after Christmas, so one of my projects is I'm going to build like a feature video of, you know, amazing kitchens that I've seen along my tours. This is happening. Grand entrance. Ooh.
So this is sort of like the sitting room, desk area, temple of the Phoenix, because after all, I'm Phoenix's child, so I had to have a little temple. And right now, my offering is food. When I was trying desperately for a swordfin eel for, no kidding, 3 solid Earth weeks.
Ooh.
I had fish there.
I like how you framed that. You're just like Earth weeks.
Well, you know, we get a lot of Palia weeks.
Yeah, Bird, definitely. Also, I will be opening up more availabilities for tours during that time. I really like this. I really like this. I like how people have incorporated these statues as, you know, altars and stuff like that, but the lighting that you capture for this is really, really cool.
Yeah, this was originally the blue starry wallpaper that's on the outside of the house, and then when we got the new colors, I saw this color and went, that'll be so pretty with the light.
I'm really glad that we did. I'm really glad that we did. The March of Colors is what we're calling it.
Yeah.
I love the fans.
Thank you again. And I love the Emberborn in blue.
Yeah.
I think it fits with the Dragon Tide so nicely. So this is just a little house just for Darcy. Nothing real big, nothing real fancy. Darcy is potentially a little trampy around the edges if you look at my gallery walls.
can we can we all disagree that this is not fancy? I think this is fancy. Fancy is the state of mind. I mean, this right here, how can you not sit here and not feel fancy? That's what I want to know. I feel fancy just sitting here. This just
Well,
exudes
you look
fanciness.
fancy.
Thank you.
You look fancy. It's okay. It's small. It's not elaborate. And I'm you need enough clutter to make it look thin, but I don't like clutter anyway, so I try to keep it uncluttered. This is a couple of cake stands.
Yeah, that's awesome.
With my, and so Tiny Dragon figured out if you peek under there, there are 2 red presents underneath the other cake stand.
Ooh.
Kind of have to stand by that. Here, I'll move something. And you can come stand over here and you can see the underpinning of that just so that somebody else can look at it.
Awesome. Eloic, thanks for the follow.
The red and blue presents act like ground.
Oh.
So things that you can only put on the ground, you can actually put on top of those presents, so you can elevate some things that you might not have been able to elevate otherwise.
We have some amazing Palian engineers, don't we? So, Denebula came up with a really good phrase for your house. Quietly elegant.
Oh, thank you. I love that.
Yeah, Glitcher's doing the real work here. That's true.
Yep.
Doing the real work. This is really nice.
I have played a little bit with glitching, but I don't think I've glitched on this plot at all, so.
And the thing you risk with doing glitch placements, though, is they might fix it, and that.
Okay, if you're headed this way, let's take a left instead of a right, and I'll show you the bathhouse.
Okay, sorry, meandering.
No, that's fine. You can totally meander. So this is the bathhouse. I wanted a separate bathroom, and just wanted something that felt like, you know, Darcy could come and just soak.
Oh, yeah.
So, and of course you have to screen the toilet because nobody likes looking at toilets.
Yeah, that's
so
right,
it's hidden behind the foliage there.
Never touch the glitches again. Get them in and never touch them again. I like this. You know, this is one of the first buildings that you get in Palia, and when you upgrade to the house, some people just leave them behind, but it's always interesting to see what people do with them after the fact. And I like how you've incorporated this, you know, bathhouse. It's like this, like you could almost.
I'm really glad that I built out most of this plot before they added separate harvest houses.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I probably would have been tempted to cut more trees, cut more brush, and put in harvest houses for these. But I dig the tent.
Yeah, that's okay, Eloic. Am I saying that correctly? Let me know. I like to make sure I pronounce names correctly. So jealous of the foliage kept on the plot. I chopped in mine so much before I realized they don't respawn. Yeah, you do kind of have to be.
Yeah, that's half of my inspiration for re-rolling was the name Dr. Darcy Lewis, and the other half was I cannot cut everything because my other plot is clear cut.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. So just if you are new playing Palia, if you're watching this new playing Palia, all of this stuff here does not respawn. These big trees do not respawn. Definitely. So
trees this size, the trees that you can plant from seeds, respawn. Nothing else here respawns.
Yeah.
So if you cut it, it's gone forever.
Right. So if you like the look of it, especially like these big trees here, try to work around them. Everything on this plot here, everything on this plot, as far as resources are concerned, you can get outside. So only take it down if you need it, and when you do, it won't come back.
So here's the little observatory, also known as the gazebo.
The gazebo. I love observatories. This is a really good shape for an observatory, you know, based off of
and
what
you know,
it is.
Darcy's an astrophysicist, so
yeah,
gotta have an observatory. Got a
Told your friends that
desk.
you joined for the Switch update and they kept everything, even building around the debris. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry about reading chat.
I can't wait till we get books.
Yeah.
Books. I want books. There are
What?
so many book assets in the game. They just have to make them placeable by players. But every Palian has stacks and stacks of books in their house except us.
So, how many of you, and we have lots of people that already fired off about books, how many of you would really be into reading Palian lore? Like, you know, there are people that would play games like Skyrim. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but Bethesda games usually have lots of backstory and stuff in them.
I would love it. I read everything I can read that's out in the world, and I'm looking forward to more. This is just a little holiday picnic up here.
I love the holiday picnic.
What I would like to do, and I have seen on Tiny Dragon's Discord, and I have not studied it enough to be able to do it, but someone has glitched enough presents that they've gotten the telescope on top of the observatory, on top of this,
Oh, wow.
up by the silver ball.
That makes sense.
And I would love to do that, and then the telescope can live up top.
Yeah, definitely.
But I just haven't gotten around to that yet because I have FOMO and have like 4 other plots. And then last but not least, over here is Fish Camp.
Let's check out Fish Camp. Let me locate you first. Because we have...
Oh, sorry, I ran away from you.
That's okay. All right, cool. I'm following you now.
Hello. Okay. So behind Fish Camp, I put in a little archery range.
Ah, yes. Good for practice.
Because
derpy deer.
well, and because Fish Camp. So if you're not, Fish Camp is where you hang out after you fish, right? And it's over here by the...
Oh, look at this Fish Camp.
It's over here by the lake. So, having been to fish camps in real life, you go to the lake, you go fishing, you go back to camp, you sit around, you drink, hence the bar and the barrels.
Hell
you
yes.
You lie about the fish that got away. And then what do you do after that? You go out back at the fish camp and you do some drunk and highly unsafe shooting.
Nice.
So we have the shooting range.
Is there anybody else in chat that's done Fish Camp? The only memories I have of fishing were with my dad out on a boat in the middle of a lake, and it was some really good memories. But that's cool that fish camps are a thing. Drinking and highly unsafe, firing of firearms. That's fun.
I mean, that's part of the deal.
Yeah, definitely. Dr. Darcy, thank you so much for having us over for the tour, and we have lots of chat to catch up on. Love how the targets light up when shot. It's too bad because you just need the red one on top so you can use taller things like wardrobes to get the height up on top of the gazebo. Wow, yeah. Zendia says you have an awesome build. Awesome build.
That's Zandia. You just released her video.
That is correct.
She's my girl.
Yeah.
She's my community member, and we were so happy to play window dressing for her during that build.
That was a lot of fun. The very first tour that I've ever had participants in that just set backstage and stuff like that, and extras. That was so much fun. I like how people have kind of taken gotten really creative as far as that goes. Yeah, for sure. If I miss anybody's chat, just go ahead and make sure to call it out, and I'll scroll back up and make sure to catch it. The entire community must have amazing homes. Y'all are 2 for 2 so far. Bird the Builder, guess what? We have like tours all day. I have two different streams that are going to be going on. This one is going on until 11 o'clock Central Time. And we have our next tour up in 8 minutes is going to be Ashlyn Bloom. Let's see. We might be able to get her on voice. Not sure, but we'll definitely pop over. But we do have 8 minutes. Does anybody have any questions for Dr. Darcy?
I will, while they're typing, I will say that our little community is such a nice one. I ran into B Huddles, who is the community leader, randomly out in the world a couple of times. She invited me to the community. It's not the first community I was invited to, but for some reason I decided to accept. And everyone is so nice. We're all women of a certain age. Or most of us are women of a certain age. We have a couple babies in the group.
Yeah.
We have a lot in common. Our Discord is really active. We tell each other where the choppa piles are every day.
That's so sweet.
We do the cooking together every week. We just really do a lot together and we help each other out. And yes, everybody's houses have been great. We did a long houses and plot tour with all of us one day for probably 2 hours, and everybody's great. Tuku Moonshadow has a great one. Rula Onyx has a great one.
They should sign up. I would love to go see it and feature it. And you know, the committee is all of you. So, you know, it's been really cool to interface the committee with other communities that are out there and just meet new people and just kind of get people talking and stuff like that. So lots of people in chat are definitely supportive of that, and it's always a good thing to kind of hear that people have found community. Thank you, Mango, for the follow. It's really cool that people have found community in this day and age. You know, last 3 years, let's be honest, was tough. I hate bringing it up, but it's true. We needed to make the world a smaller place and a safer place, and it's very easy to feel alone.
Yeah, this game is such a joy for me. I'm a OG World of Warcraft player, and while I leave and I come back, I leave. Like, I don't know how to quit you. But one of the reasons I leave every time I leave is it just gets stressful. People compete for resources. People compete for Mythic Plus ratings. People compete for gear. And when I discovered Palia, it's just the nicest brain bleach.
Yeah, brain bleach. That's funny. I've never heard that before.
No? Yeah, this is brain bleach. It's like puppy and kitten videos, brain bleach.
Brain bleach. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much again. What we'll do, have you signed it for like an official tour?
I have not.
Okay. One of the things that I've been encouraging people to do, if we do a live tour, definitely sign up for like a main tour too, because we'll go through the same motion again, but I'll feature you in a video, and you'll have like a quote commit tour, even though we've done it live. But Twitch and live streams and videos are completely different beasts. It's weird like that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure that I'd want to do this plot again, but I'm in the middle of working on what I call the Crone's Cottage.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be this plot. It could be a different plot if you want.
Yeah, if I ever, which actually kind of sits in this footprint, but if I ever get that to the point where I'm happy to show people, maybe I'll sign up for that, because you are a lovely man.
Oh, thank you.
Always polite and complimentary, and it's not just, oh, that's nice. You have really specific compliments, and they're all very genuine, you can tell, and that's really appreciated in this day and age.
I appreciate that. That's very beautiful feedback. I like to not just go for ooh pretty, like you said, and point out specifics. I learned a lot about design from my wife, Ellie Jelly, and it's people spend time on their homes, and they put things in a way that are beautiful. Sometimes people, I've learned from Ellie that there's a science behind beauty. I look at computers in terms of like in sort of a scientific way, but
Yeah, I'm a software geek too.
She's taught me that design kind of has that sort of she's taught me that design kind of has those same sorts of elements, and she can break down a design the way that I could break down a computer. And over the years that we've been together, she's taught me how to do that. And it's really fun for me to just kind of point those little things out that people may not notice, just kind of how colors work together. And, she'll be right behind me while I'm doing a tour and just be nodding her head and be like, oh yeah, those colors are complementary. And I'm just like, that's really cool. It's not just, wow, that's pretty, but why is it pretty? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
It's the thought between mixing the red and the blue and the dragon tide. And actually I saw somebody do some red dragon tide on one of your earlier videos. And I thought, when I get to dragon tide, I wouldn't even do that furniture yet. I thought, I get to dragon tide, some of it's going to be red.
Oh, yeah. Y'all stop it right now. I'm gonna lose it. I gotta keep this together. I got tours I gotta do. Dr. Darcy, again, thank you. That is a huge compliment. I really take that to heart. It's why I enjoy doing these. It's very rewarding for me as much as it is for everybody else.
I think it's why people watch you do these too.
Thank you. All right. I'm gonna go and let everybody give lots of love to Dr. Darcy. We'll go hit up Ashlyn and crash her party, whatever she's doing. So we'll see y'all later, and don't be a stranger, Dr. Darcy. You're on Discord, definitely.
I'm lurking, but I'm there.
All right, cool. All right, let's head back.
Take care. Have fun.
You too. We'll head back to my plot, and we'll do some switcheroos.